sorry.
Definitely will feel better. Nope.
You're almost there.
You're almost there. Just take this cover. No one's trying to hurt you. Just have a seat, please.
Yep.
Where's the fucking break? Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
I do not.
Do you? That's right. If you
That's an indication of when keeping it racist goes absolutely wrong. As you see, cops showed up there. This is at the University of Kentucky. As you see, one student there, her name is Sophia Rosing, battling with a couple of other students there. Though those are not her friends trying to get her to her room because she's so drunk out of her head that she has to get some rest. No, those are, one of them at least was working that particular dorm area or apartment area. And then racial slurs were tossed all over the place. The reason why there's lots of mutes there, because she continuously called this student an N-word and a bitch, constantly. It's almost like she couldn't come up with anything else to say, or she was drunk, or she's just a flat out racist. Before we go to all of these consequences that are coming her way, let's look at how this whole thing started though, because that was the end once the cops finally showed up. This is how she got started in fighting with this one woman.
What I had to deal with at work.
Door for those two guys. Yeah. Bitch. I can pay $11 an hour. Yes. You're just fucking poor.
I hope.
Could you stop, please? No. Could you stop? No. Thank you.
I'm thinking also
You're a bitch. Oh, Jesus. I did not get paid enough for this.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
I got the phone video.
Me too.
I got the phone.
You're a bitch. Are you trying to get me to get her to like get chairs and things? She's not really drunk.
You're drunk. You're a bitch.
Miss Sophia has a bit of a reputation. There was someone else, as this started catching fire, another TikTok user said, I know Sophia, in fact, I work with her. Here's a story she has of her at work.
I have actually had the pleasure of working with this girl all semester and can say that this does not surprise me whatsoever. Literally, since the first time I've met her, I've always said that there was something off about her and have had to report her multiple times for being extremely disrespectful to me. Like, I've never been this blatantly disrespected in my life. I've sent upwards of 17 different screenshots of messages of her being just blatantly hateful to me, to our bosses. She's made multiple comments about people of color. She just will continue to pick at me, trying to get me to fit a stereotype that she has a black woman in her head. And because I wasn't giving her the reaction that she wanted or expected, she just continued to do it. So now that we have tangible evidence that this girl is not only disrespectful, but also blatantly racist, the university needs to do something about this.
Oh, we're getting there. Consequences time. Here's her mugshot, first of all, because she was arrested, as you saw in that first video. There's Miss Sophia, getting her last name ready, Reading or something like that. Let me get it right. Sophia Rosing, I'm sorry. There's her mugshot there from the Fayette County Detention Center. She was booked at the Fayette County Detention Center at around 3:50 a.m. on Sunday morning. The charges there include alcohol intoxication in a public place, disorderly conduct, 4th degree assault, and 3rd degree assault. That one being on the police officer. I think he caught it a lot less than those 2 students did, but still. Here's first off, you guys know this. Here's an image of them, Candace and her buddy Kanye. I'm sorry, Candace and Ye hanging out with their favorite shirts on, as we saw them fashion them for Fashion Week, showing them off for everyone to buy. Except where would that money go? We also talked about how they dropped those shirts off on Skid Row because no one was buying those damn things, or actually they were getting a lot of negative attention. But still, maybe some hateful people would spend their money on it. This is how it all went down though. Let's go to graphic 3 here, you guys. The hosts, as they mentioned, were gifted this intent to use trademark from a longtime anonymous listener of their show, Civic Cypher. This anonymous owner believed that the social justice-oriented radio hosts, whose show is nationally syndicated, would be able to leverage the phrase for black causes, though, such as helping to inject funding into local chapters of Black Lives Matter and the NAACP. Nothing like maybe hateful money going to something that's good, the exact opposite of the hate that people are trying to push, including Ye here as well. But also they did point out exactly what it is that they wanted to do with the phrase, and why this whole thing about Kanye being the artist and designer behind all this stuff is a bit of nothingness. Let's let them keep talking about it.
Well, at present, we plan to do nothing. Nothing is plenty, as you can imagine. We have lawyers advising us on how to best protect the trademark. So it will not be used to hurt, harm, trigger any people.
Seeing that phrase on a t-shirt, like imagine, I'd like to paint a picture, sitting on your porch and someone walking up to your home with a Confederate flag over one shoulder, a Trump flag over the other shoulder, Make America Great Again hat on, a t-shirt that says White Lives Matter on the front, and that says slavery was a choice on the back. And imagine that person holding a bullhorn and saying through it, George Floyd was not killed by police, but he died from a drug overdose. Imagine how that would make you feel, and then explain to me why I should feel different because the person wearing all of that stuff is a creative genius.
I think they have a pretty good point and a pretty damn good show.